Okay, so I thought it was really important to talk about the principles of roasting a bird, because so many people are scared of it, and you shouldn't be scared of it. It's just basic principles. And you can apply those principles to a goose, to a duck, to a lovely chicken down here. The cooking times will vary, but the principles are the same. And if you follow the principles, you'll be smashing out great birds every time, every Christmas, no tears. Okay, first things first, I put a little olive oil. You've got natural fat there, but a little bit of olive oil just to get it going. Rub it all over, like this. Some salt and some pepper. And then stuffing. We've naturally got this little dip. See this in here? Right? So I want to stuff that. So I'll go back in through here, right? I'm going to put half of my stuffing in here. This is just sage, onion, salt, pepper, nutmeg, and some good minced pork. Now that is going to flavour this turkey. And it will also keep it succulent and juicy. And once I've done that, I'm going to just twist this underneath. And then I get some more stuffing, and I put it in this side. Here's one of the big problems. If you stuff this whole area with stuffing, then you're going to have to cook it for ages and ages and ages, because it will stop the hot air from the oven getting in there. So what I like to do is just get little bits of stuffing like this, and I just flip it in, just like that. Nice and loose, like an inch at the bottom of the whole of the turkey, right? But if you want to add a little bit of a flavour bomb, get a clementine, and I'm going to throw it just in the back here, like that, and a few bits of rosemary, and that's it. So really, it is a dead simple thing to do. Salt, pepper, olive oil, bit of stuffing of your choice, scattered in the bottom, just a thin layer in the front end, herbs of your choice, but really, that is the basis of a beautiful roast. Now, what I'll do is bang this in an oven that's been preheated to full whack, OK? So, as soon as I close the door, I'm going to turn that down to about 180 Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit, and what will happen is the heat will go from really, really hot, 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 in about half an hour, right? And I'll cook that bird for 20 minutes per kilo. And that principle of fast start, turn it straight down, is really good for making crispy skin and juicy meat, giving it a bit of love. What I'm going to do is the most incredible deconstructed chocolate truffles, right? I've got 300 mils of double cream, right? I'm going to put that into a pan, and I'm just going to put that on a heat, bring that up to temperature, smash this chocolate up. It's nice. So this cream, importantly, hasn't come to the boil, right? I'm going to put about a tablespoon of butter in, a little bit of clementine, and that'll give it a nice Christmassy vibe. And then what I do is get a cold glass bowl, put in my bashed up chocolate, and then while this is nice and hot, pour this over the chocolate. And now, sometimes when you make truffles, they split. That's going to happen if the heat's too high. So that's why I pour the hot cream and butter over the chocolate in a cold bowl. Oh, a little pinch of salt makes a hell of a difference. And at this point, I just want to add about a shot of a nice booze. You know, I'm using brandy there, but you could use whiskey, even vodkas and grappas. You know, you can really play with the booze element. Look at that. Beautiful. OK, so what I'm going to do now is just put them into a serving dish, and that'll go in the fridge for about 2 hours. And then what I love to do is get a nice glass of Vinsanto. Try and find it. It's a wicked drink, right? People love it, but any booze that you kind of like. I've got some cocoa powder here. I've got some ground up nuts here, and these are always kicking about after Christmas. Not salted, though. Some biscotti. You can do some cookies or stuff if you want. And I've got 2 little teaspoons with some boiling water in a teacup. And all I do is just get people to do a little spoon like this. And then, look, that's what you get. And then all you got to do is put it in a bit of the old cocoa, and people love it. And that is a beautiful little truffle. Top stuff. And you can make up as many sort of different toppings as you want. Look at that. You know, it's about having fun with stuff, really. Some crunchy bits, some cocoa, some biscotti. Have that just smeared across one of these little babies. Everyone buys truffles. So it's kind of like, you know, to do your own is pretty cool. So there you go.